When you think of Tobe, I think you think of energy, both on the field and off. If you go back and look at some of the highlights, it's amazing from side to side how many people he caught up with. And I think in terms of passion for the game, you never question that. But he was a big part of some pretty exciting games.
Everybody in the locker room liked him, but he did have a few issues off the field.
I got in trouble a little bit, just going out a little bit too much. I was just kind of headed down the wrong path. I really didn't take football as serious as I should have been just because of what I was predisposed to.
Tobe, what is cool? What exactly is the purpose of what in a
But we were able to corral him and make him understand how important it was to get his education at the University of North Texas. And eventually he came around, and we were glad we had him.
My junior year is when I realized, hey, take your life serious because you got goals. And the problem is before I thought I was on track to reach my goals, but if you really want to achieve the things that you want to achieve, then I got to get focused. And I have to cut out a lot of different things and cut off a lot of different people to get where I'm trying to get to. So around my junior year, I started taking football real serious. I got really focused on my goals, which were the NFL, my goals, which were taking it to the next level. I was top 5 in the nation in tackles at that time, and I felt like I was on pace to have the greatest season that I've ever had. I got an injury my senior season, halfway through the season. When people usually say stuff like, hey, make sure you have a plan B. In my mind, I'm thinking that you're talking to the people who suck at football, or the people who are just not that good at football, right? So I never took that serious. So it was the first time I ever had to question myself, like, all right, what are you going to do now that football is over? And for the first time in my life, I was stuck. I had absolutely no clue. I was completely lost. So when that happened, it was like I hit a real dark place in my life. And so what I told myself is I need to sit down and not do anything until I figure out what exactly I'm going to do. Like, what is my life? Who am I outside of Tobe, the football player? And it wasn't until I made a conscious decision to let my little football dreams die that I started feeling like I was moving in my purpose. As I moved in that vision and I started my own nonprofit organization that I had absolutely no idea how to start, resources just started coming to me as I was moving, and things really just started working out. Someone I would consider my big brother and like a mentor, Eric Thomas, E.T. the hip hop preacher. And when I started the organization, one of my big dreams was, like, when we get big, I'm gonna make sure that E.T. comes out and he speaks at one of our events.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy E.T. Look, man, on the real, you guys know.
And I used to watch his videos religiously. I saw a number that was scrolling across the screen, right? And I was just crazy enough to call the number that was scrolling across the screen. I was like straightforward. I was like, look, we're broke right now. We don't have any money. We barely got t-shirt money. So one of my dreams is when we get the right amount of funds, we're gonna pay you to come out here and speak at our events. And he told me, he's like, we're gonna cut that short. When I get booked for another gig in Houston, I'll give you as much notice as I can, and I'll come down and I'll do your event for free. Long story short, he did. We focused on edutainment, entertainment, education. So he had never seen anybody go on before him and actually move some high school students or move the younger generation. So when he saw it, he instantly called the co-owner of the company and was like, hey, we got to get this dude Tobe on squad.
I'ma put purpose in their heads, like turn opponent to a thoroughbred, like can't see the light if you in the shed, like and you empty if you only eat bread, like.
They watched an old video that I did on Facebook with my family, just freestyling, doing music, and was like, hey Tobe, you know what? We feel like you should do the music for our company because we want to be the hub for inspiration and motivation. And I was like, I don't know if you know, but I don't do music. Like, I've loved music my whole life, but I don't do music like that. I have a nonprofit organization that I'm focused on and that I'm running. He was like, nah, don't worry about it. We really feel like you should do music. Long story short, I became the first artist of ETA Records, and they started the label with me as the first artist.
ETA is going down, it's dropping. I need y'all to support my boy Tobe, to the T-O, to the B-E, to the Tobe, baby.
And all work to serve the same purpose. And I believe that my purpose is just to be a conduit to the realization of purpose in people's lives in whatever vehicle that I'm in at the time, whether it's music, whether it's running a nonprofit, whether it's moving boxes or driving people around, who knows. But I just stay true to what I know my purpose is, and I stay focused on the purpose at hand.
Look at how it all played out. Told my homies who know me, we about to be global. I'm from the hood but can't stay out. I keep OGs with me half the time like T-Mobile. I ain't really hella social. My supporters, they know how I move cause they follow. Turn my circle to an O.
It's always great to see them after they've gotten a diploma and gotten into the workforce and become something that they dreamed of, or even something they didn't dream of.
In his particular community where he came up in Elsik, they've got a lot of kids that are in need of mentors like Tobe, and it turned out well that, you know, that he can go back in and he can tell his story. You know, he can tell them that, hey, I was just like you, I wasn't all there, but he's dedicated himself to turning his life around and helping others, and that's been a big plus for his community.
He's always been part entertainer. So again, how you take your passions and your talents and you combine them towards something that can make a difference. I mean, not everybody really puts all that together, but it's cool to visit with him when he comes back. And I know I had very little impact on that portion of his life, but it's cool to see, you know, that he's packaged everything together that way.
I'm on another level. I'm on another level. I'm on another level. This vibe that I spit got me wrestling it down. I'm on another level.
I try to tell people all the time, listen, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. Don't be confused. Rappers do rap stuff. I'm an edutainer. The rap is literally to fool you and bamboozle you into realizing that you have purpose for your life. Like, this is how I know it has absolutely nothing to do with me. It's the most fulfilling thing in the world, and I'm the happiest I've ever been at. I never thought anything could make me more happy than football. But God had other plans.